Are you tired of chasing the same motivated seller leads as everyone else? Well, in today's video, I want to talk to you about the next big wave of untapped motivated sellers to hit the marketplace that no one is talking about and how you can get instant access to these leads. Coming up. Hi, it's Jerry Norton, the nation's leading expert on flipping houses, and I've discovered that the next biggest opportunity in real estate is with baby boomers. Now, I've always been fascinated with generation gaps, but let me tell you about the baby boomer generation. Baby boomers are defined as people born between 1946 and 1964. Maybe you listening right now are a baby boomer. Boomers make up approximately 28% of the US population, which is about 75 million, and baby boomers are retiring in droves. Some estimates say about 10,000 per day. When it comes to real estate, there are some very interesting trends. According to a Nielsen report, 44% of baby boomers plan on moving. That's like 33 million baby boomers. Of those planning to move, 50% won't go further than 30 miles away, so they're not going far. According to the study, 54% of the ones moving plan on downsizing, which I think is even higher, but that's like 18 million. Now think about it. There are 75 million baby boomers that are getting older and many are downsizing. This creates a huge opportunity because many of them will be motivated sellers. With so many baby boomers, how do you identify which ones are motivated to sell? Well, after looking at a lot of data and doing a lot of research, there is one thing we look for above all else, and that is baby boomers that have been living in the same home for a long time, ideally 30 years. Now, there are 4 reasons why this one piece of information helps us identify a motivated seller. Reason number 1, first of all, many people don't usually settle down until their 30s or 40s, so if they've lived in the same house for 30 years, they are most likely elderly now and more difficult to maintain those houses and take care of that home, and they're likely ready to downsize. Number 2 is since they've been living in the same house for 30 years, it's the home they raised their family in, and most likely their kids are grown and they've moved out and the house is bigger than they need now. Number 3, since it's the same home for 30 years, more than likely it needs repairs done, and even if it was well maintained, it's probably at least needs updating, making it a good candidate for an investor to do a fix and flip. And reason number 4, there's a good chance since they've owned the home for so long that there is a lot of equity in the home, making these good leads to pursue. Now, these motivated baby boomer sellers that have lived in their home for a long time are what I call empty nesters, and there's an estimated 8 million in the US. They are in every market. They're in low, mid, and upper class markets, and there's a huge supply of them motivated to sell and downsize. The problem is, there's never been an easy way to find and identify these empty nesters that have lived in their homes for 30 years with high equity, until now. You see, I've developed a software that collects data in every zip code in the US and that identifies empty nesters with high equity. I call it a real-time data feed because the leads are updated daily, which means you get the best deals first. And unlike other data providers, you get full contact information for these sellers. In addition to names and addresses, you also get phone numbers and emails, which are not available anywhere else. With numbers and emails, you do not need to pay for expensive direct mail campaigns, and you can run your real estate business from your phone, giving you complete freedom. Now, I put together a detailed masterclass training that's over an hour long that covers the exact details about how to profit with empty nesters. On this training, I'll reveal how you can get instant access to empty nester leads and how to market to them for free using pre-written email and text messages that I give you. But in order to watch that masterclass training, you have to register for it. In the description below this video is a special invite link. Click on that and then enter the day and time that works best for you, and then block off your calendar to be there at that training. This is a training that you don't want to miss. Now, like I said, today there are over 75 million baby boomers, but the youngest baby boomers will turn 65 in 2029, which will take the percentage of people age 65 or older in the US to a shocking 20% of the population. Financially, it's not looking good either. 67% of boomers don't believe they'll be able to retire comfortably, which means they will need to downsize as a means of decreasing their annual housing costs out of financial necessity. thus creating more urgency and motivation to sell their existing homes. Due to the baby boomer demographic getting older in years, their housing wants and needs are changing dramatically from recent years. Being at the forefront of these changes and adapting to their wants and needs is critical to your success as a real estate investor and flipper. On my Masterclass training, we're going to take a comprehensive look into these trends and how real estate investors can adapt and profit by serving one of the largest but most overlooked market demographics in the US today. This is a complete game changer and you have a chance right now to get in on the ground floor. The question is, are you ready to profit serving the untapped goldmine of motivated sellers? If so, register for my Masterclass now, click the link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you on the training.